Nelson here with Ion Surfing Network. I'm here with Todd Klein. I'm going to get your title wrong. It's Global Sports Marketing Director.
Bam.
I did it. So you're in charge of taking care of a lot of things, and in particular, a very high maintenance man named Kelly Slater, and younger up-and-comer Dane Reynolds. He's kind of not really a rookie anymore, huh? What does your job kind of include?
Well, part of my job title entails managing all of the requests for both Kelly Slater and Dane Reynolds, who are both very high-profile athletes for Quicksilver, and trying to meet all of Quicksilver's needs, and as well help those guys, help them reach their full potential with Quicksilver support.
Now, kind of a big deal. Dane this is gonna be his first year on the WCT. What are your guys' expectations for him this year?
Really, actually, on Quicksilver's behalf, we don't have any expectations and haven't set any on Dane Reynolds. From day one, we've said we'll support Dane in whatever he wants to do, whether it's just free surfing and enjoying why he started surfing, and that's just to surf, or if he wants to surf on the World Tour and obtain a world title, we'll do all we can to help him reach, again, his full potential. But we don't have any expectations on Dane. It's up to him where he wants to go.
Yeah. Now, a guy like Kelly Slater, I mean, that guy's got to be a real pain to deal with, real kind of prima donna. I'm just kidding. He's one of my friends, but what kind of requests do you have to do for that man?
You have to play a bit of a filter for him, as you do for Dane as well. But you only get to draw on these guys on occasions when they have a small window in their schedule. So you have to really maximize that time with those guys. And so all the way from the high-end mainstream media all the way down to maybe a local little rag publication that wants to get Kelly's time, and you just try to do all you can to keep everyone happy, and that includes Kelly.
Now, I know that you've been in the surf industry for a long time. Todd Klein's kind of a big deal. He used to be a real big deal in Japan, pro surfer.
I'm still a big deal.
He's still kind of a big deal. But, over the years, I mean, this position 10 years ago would have been not even non-existent. Talk to us a little bit about the involvement of just surfing as a career.
Yeah, no, it's been great. I've been very fortunate to, I grew up in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and Quicksilver being the biggest in the industry. When I got sponsored as a kid, I never thought that it would turn out to be what it is now for me, and it's a career here at Quicksilver, and I have some great opportunities to work with some great people, and I wouldn't change it for the world. And when I was young and I used to surf in the events, and people would say, okay, that's great, well, what are you going to do when you're done surfing? At the time, I wanted to be a sales rep, and it just was second nature to start working with the athletes, being that I had come through that route, and knowing what they needed and what Quicksilver needed, it's been a perfect transition. So, I'm very fortunate, blessed, and like you said, back when I started, no, this position didn't exist, but since the brand is growing, since the industry is growing, doors have opened, and luckily I've been able to walk into them.
Well, now, some of the younger kids that are watching that might be just now getting really into surfing, or thinking that might be a career path that they want to take. What would your advice be to them on how they can go about getting sponsored in the industry?
First and foremost, if you're a little grom watching this, stay in school, focus on school, because you're always going to need your education. Some kids don't realize that, but aside from that, just if you think you have the talent, just stay focused no matter what anyone says, and give it all you got. And if you're doing well at the events, you'll be recognized, and 9 times out of 10 you'll be approached, as opposed to having to approach a company. So just give it all you got and have fun with it. That's the main thing. Have fun with it. Don't start surfing if you think you're going to make money, because there's not much money to be made.
All right. Well, thanks, Todd Klein. Maybe someday you kids could have an awesome job like Mr. Todd Klein. But in the meantime, thanks for watching Ion Surfing Network, and until next time, Jody Nelson here. We'll see ya.